Okay, so we are going to start with a bit of recap. Then we do continue with our activity for the pizza. Let me switch the computer. Right, so I am sharing this slide with you. This is actually from a peripher slide. So at grade 4, you should have learned these few things. Understanding and measuring angles, drawing angles, understanding turns and right angles, and the 8-point compass. May I just check who tried the games on the Google Classroom yesterday? It's also on the YouTube link. On the link. You can't because I say you haven't been very convincing in managing yourself, your learning. Okay, never mind. I'll schedule some time tomorrow that you can try it on Classroom. Okay. Now, so I want to highlight this part here about understanding and measuring turns and angles. So here, there is this point that says when two lines meet at a point, an angle is formed. That's how it's explained. So it's if you look at how the animation shows, it shows these two lines coming and then meeting at a point. And then there's this red color marking that looks like an arc or curve. That's actually the angle that's being referred to. Now, then yesterday I was trying, just before I say bye-bye to everybody, I was trying to revise this with you about the use of capital letters and small letters in naming angles. So in the case of using capital letters, actually the letters A, B, and X refers to points. Yeah, they are like dots, full stops. They are points on the line. It can be at any part of the line, but in this case, they are at the end of the lines. So capital letter A, B, and X refers to points on the lines. They are not the angle. They are not the line itself. They are just points. But if I start to use the two capital letters together, they refer to something else. For example, AX. What does AX refer to? The line from A to X. So when it's written as AX, it's from A to X. Can I say the same line AX is XA? Can I write it as line XA? Also can. It's just that X is the starting point and A is the ending point. So AX is equals to XA, no problem with that. But there will be a problem when I'm reading and naming the angles later. So in this case, same way, B is a point, X is a point. I say B, X is the line, and line AX and BX meet at the point X. So that's the common letter X. Now, then the naming comes. The point X is the vertex, is the meeting point of these two lines. The naming comes here. It says, we refer to the angle formed here as angle AXB or angle BXA. You need to be able to read this. If you like, you read it loudly. If you don't like to read it loudly, then you read it softly in your brain now and in your heart. And the angle formed at the vertex X is known as angle AXB, angle BXA. Can you put your finger in the air now and move along AXB? A to X to B. How about B to X to A? Do you realize it goes in the opposite direction? B to X to A. And then A to X to B. But are they referring to the same corner, the same vertex that is pointing? It is. Same thing, but the turn is different. From the direction is different. Okay, but then the naming here, you use a small letter. For example, I use a small letter here, P. You mark out, label the angle, the turn, the red color, that's what it's referring to, using a small letter as P and name it as angle P. So that's the quick recap from the last learning point from yesterday. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, so very quickly, we go back to what we were looking at yesterday. So this was the worksheet we had. And yesterday, do you remember what was the code before you can come in the classroom? What was the code? You have to like do a pose, right? Okay. Yes. Parallel lines, perpendicular lines, intersecting lines, acute, right, or obtuse. And then you have to do it with the hand actions or body actions before you can come into class. So that's the code. So tomorrow there's a new code. Okay, before you can come into class, there's a new code. Before we get to the new code, we need to take our pizza slice first. Okay? So first, coming from this side. Huh. Take one and go to this quickly. Now, I would like you to be very gentle this time. I spent like what 2 hours to try to use soft shape and teach and reinforce each of them. So please be very gentle with them. Okay, we're going to use this all the way to the next chapter. Okay, next group, please. Okay, are you taking a different slide from yesterday? Yeah, you can. Okay. Okay, next group, please come over. Does everybody have the slides? Okay. Right. Okay. Before we carry on, let's just do a quick check again. You have this piece of paper with you, am I right? Can you check whether the angles are the same values as mine? We are going to fix the values as this. A as 45 degrees, B as 45 degrees, C as 90 degrees, D as 60 degrees, 75 degrees for E, and 45 degrees for F. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. Just a quick reminder again, I want to share this one more time about remembering the units of angles. So angles are measured in degrees. That little dot here, that looks like a 句号 in Chinese, right up here. Degrees is a symbol that comes from an ancient country. Okay, which for you to for those of you interested, you can go and find it out. Okay, and you use angle to measure an angle in degrees. You use a protractor. Anybody know who's the inventor of the protractor? I go and find out. Okay, so this is for you to find out for those of you are interested. Okay, and yesterday we did a quick recap on how to measure angles. Okay, so we will continue with our pizza activity first. So first of all, can you check that these are the same measurements? We are going to stay with these measurements. Can I? Okay, now again I will say please be gentle this time, really be gentle because I really spent like 2 hours to use scotch tape and then try to reinforce the corners and prevent the pizza toppings from falling off the pizza. Okay, and so I really tape and tape, but at the same time try to make sure it keeps to the pizza and it doesn't come up. Okay, so right now, are you ready? You make sure that all these are correct, right? There are going to be some movement now. You need to bring along your pizza slice, your book that has the paper, and the pencil. And eraser if you need, okay? So you need to have your pizza slice, your book that has the paper on it, a pencil, and eraser. Okay, are you ready? Yes, you can use pen, but you need to be careful with your writing, okay? In case you make mistakes. Then you have space to cancel if you write. If you're ready, there will be some movement. You have to stand up now. Pour your pizza slice and find your pizza tin. That means the pizza is the same flavor. Ready and go. You need to look for the correct pizza tin. Gather around a table. The pizza flavor. You must look for pizza flavor, the correct pizza flavor, and make a whole pizza out of it. You need to find the correct pizza flavor, okay? The shrimp, the shrimp pizza are missing out 3 slices. Who's holding the shrimp pizza? That's the mushroom and cheese. Who's holding the shrimp pizza? Okay, shrimp pizza, you've got 3 slices to complete your pizza. Who's holding the ham and who's holding the mushroom and cheese? The mushroom and cheese, there's 2 missing pieces. Give you. Who's holding the uh, Hawaiian pizza? Hawaiian pizza, you got 1 missing slice. I give you the missing slice. Now form your pizza piece. Who's holding this? Someone's missing the pizza slice. Can you come and claim the pizza slice? Okay. Hawaiian? Okay. Okay. Please form your pizza now. I'm coming over to take a look. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the pizza slice. Okay? Our friends are showing up the pizza. So make sure you have enough space to take the pizza. Okay? Sorry. Yes. Michelle, Charlie, Charlie, you guys need to go now. I'm recording this. I think you guys check it out. Okay. Okay. Okay, you have the pepperoni pizza. They have cut up the pizza here. Okay, okay, another pepperoni. Yeah, that's one of the pizza. Okay, thick crust, thick crust, thick slices. Okay, then we can see here the Hawaiian pizza, Hawaiian pizza lagi. Look at it, it's lovely. Okay, try to fix it. Like a pizza, okay, your full pizza is ready. Okay, come smile. Smile. Okay, then you the mushroom and cheese. Mushroom and cheese? What's in the mushroom and cheese? Right, and then you have the very flavorful barbecue chicken. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Huh? Hawaiian? Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, we're going to the next instruction, everyone. Okay, that. Okay. Right. So, moving on to the next instruction. Okay, moving on to the next instruction, everyone. I'm going to say that Uh, you have managed to form your pizza now, right? Correct? Most of you managed to form your pizza? Yes. I would like you to flip your pizza around now and see if you are able to find this. Okay, flip your pizza around and try to see if you can from the Hawaiian pizza and turn it around and it becomes the back like that. Okay, very good. Now, A, B, C, D, E, F. Done, right? Okay. Now I would like you to one group mate take a calculator. Okay. Okay, done. You managed to form the backing? Yes? Okay, good. Right, then I'm going to write on my paper. You can follow suit as well. Okay, I'm going to write here. Adrian, you need to start writing. Angles A to angle F, add all of them. What do you get? You can use a calculator. I would like you to add up all the values of angle A, angle B plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E plus angle F. Write it down now. Use a calculator and press. 45 plus 45 plus 90 plus 60 plus 75 plus 45 plus 120. How many angles are you adding? How many angles are you adding up together? How many? Check again. Look at your paper. Look at your pizza slices. How many slices are you adding? 6. Okay, 6 angles. What's the answer you get? 360? Everybody get 360? Everybody got 360? When I add up everything, 45 plus 45 plus 90 plus 60 plus 75 plus 45. Is it 360? How many of you? May I know if everybody got 360? Everybody say I already expected this. Okay. So yeah, adding 6 slices. Now everybody, there is a property in the textbook here that talks about this. I want you to find the statement in the textbook now. Go. Adrian and Aiden, are you listening? What's my instruction? I say there is a property statement in the textbook that talks about this. Find it now. What page number is that? All the 6 angles? No, not E and F. Are you adding 120? A, B, C, D, E, F. That's all. What page number is it in the textbook? What page number is it in the textbook? Jared's group, can I ask you to move over to the table beside Pranavika? Because I want to see the students behind you. Thank you. Which angle property inside your textbook that says 360? Have you found it? No, don't know yet. Cannot find. My next question. Can you tell me where do your slices of pizza meet when you're trying to form the pizza? At the center of the pizza, what term did I use just now? Vertex at a point. So that's the clue. Which page of your textbook talks about that? Skylar, are you looking at your textbook? So just now I asked a question and said, where do all your pizza slices meet? And your friends say, oh, all the pizza slices, you put the corner together, the vertex together, right? They meet at the center of the pizza, like at the point. Agree? Right, so that's the clue. Have you managed to find that page that says, very good, what page number is that? Okay, let's write it down. Here, that's the page 120, 101 of our textbook. It says here, angles at a point, the property is the sum of angles at a point is 360 degrees. Sit down and write down now. I'm writing it down here. One of our textbook, there says this property, the sum of angles at a point is 360. And this is the sentence I wrote down. The sum of angles at a point is 360. You know what point are we talking about here? Well, what's the point? In the pizza, what's the point? In the pizza, what's the point? It was the center of the pizza, right? Correct. Where the slices meet. Right? Have you written this down? So the first equation and calculations here, when I add angle A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F, A, B, C, D, E, F, all of them I add together. Using the calculator, I could get 360. And it's on page 101. That property is the sum of angles at a point is 360. Have you written it down? Now we are able to find that out because the pizza slices meet at a point, which you realize is the middle of the pizza, correct? Now my next question is this: can I have lesser pizza slices to make up the whole pizza? Now you see how many slices you are adding? 6 angles, right? Or 6, A, B, C, D, E, F. Can I use less angles? Can I make less pizza slices and then still give me 360? Oh, very good. So you're saying can. So inside your textbook, can you find the one that has less pizza slices? So very good point. Crystal Bell says I can use less pizza slices to make up the 360, but the pizza slices probably have to be bigger slice. What does it mean by bigger slice? If I have a bigger portion, then what will be the angle size? Will it be acute? Maybe a bit bigger. Right? So let's see. Can you check your textbook? Is there an example? So just now I have 6 slices here, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. Correct? A, B, C, D, E, F. I add up to be the whole pizza. And all these slices meet at this point. Right? Can you like point at the point? You can point, right? Point at the middle of the pizza. You can. Later when you go back to the pizza, you can point at it. Okay? So that's the point. Now, if I remove the circle. Okay. If I remove the circle, what do you see? Can you still see the pizza? Is the pizza still there? It's no longer there. Can you see the outside of the pizza? Also not there. So is it still a pizza? It's no longer a pizza. But is the point still there? Is the point still there? So does the property of 360 still valid without pizza? Yes, very good. Now then I say, can it be less than 6 slices? Okay, maybe yeah. So we see, have you saw the examples on this page? Immediately got 2 examples here already. If I make this into a pizza, W, X, Y, Z, how many slices is that? 4 slices, right? Do the 4 slices meet a point? If I add W, X, Y, Z, what will be the answer? 360. Okay, very good. By this case, what do you think is the size of each? 90? How do you be so sure? They are all right angles. And what's another way to find it? There are 4 slices. They are all the same size. They are all right angles. What's the size of each angle? One is 90 degree, right? Okay, now, how about this one? The one at the whoops, here. Here. How many slices is there is? Still 4. Is it all same size? No. Where's the meeting point of the pizza? O. So I add A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D together. What will be the answer? 360. Okay. Cool. Can, right? Can understand? So what happens if I have like this pizza? It's still 360, right? What if I give you A, B, C, I don't have D? Do you think you can find? You can? You can? So let's say I have, for example, this one. What do you think it's trying to do? Find X. So I take the whole 360 and minus, how many slices did I minus? I minus 2 slices off and get one of it. Does it sound doable? Can I say? Okay, then we move on. The next one. Now everybody go back to the pizza again. To your pizza, the team pizza. The next task now for the team pizza. Now I want all of you, I want you to have your take back your pizza slice. I want you to make half the pizza. That means your pizza has 2 flavors. That means I want a Hawaiian and ham and cheese pizza. Half of each flavor. So your team's got to split up. I want the pepperoni together with the shrimp. Pepperoni and shrimp pizza. Half pepperoni and half shrimp pizza. As long as it's 2 different flavors. I want a whole pizza. Yes, sausage. Sausage and pepperoni is different. And so, where's your pizza slice? I want 2 different flavors. Hawaiian pizza together with sausage. Hawaiian go to sausage. Pepperoni and Hawaiian and pepperoni. Hawaiian and sausage. Ham and cheese. Sorry, not ham and cheese. Mushroom and cheese together with shrimp. Right? Half of half. Half of this flavor, half of the other flavor. Oh, okay. Where's the other? Okay, it's a half already. Where's your other partners? It's a half already. Where's your other partner? Okay, then no problem. Then you'll come here. That's right. Okay. Half the flavor and half of this flavor. Have you done it before? Did I manage to get? I need to come around and check. What are they numbers? The stream to form another. Okay, we have a half here, half ham, half sausage, and half Hawaiian. What do I have here? What is it? Your I have a half shrimp and half prawny.
You have to eat it this way, or else it's not combustible.
Okay. And then we have a half. Is it half Hawaiian, half prawny? Okay. Another half here. What flavor is this? Okay. Half barbecue chicken and half mac and cheese. Okay. Mac and cheese. Have you found the half? Okay. Okay, very good. Now I want you to find. Okay, everybody eyes on the screen, please. You can see that I have my half pizza here, the half shrimp. Where's your professor? And ruler? Okay. Okay. Now, hello. Are you looking at the screen? Here's my instruction. I want you to find your ruler. Give me a ruler. And then see if the half is exactly on the straight line. Oh yeah. Ryan says you can use the projector to make sure it's half. Have you found it? Sorry, I didn't touch the over. For example, this one is says here at the back. B, E, and A. And what does it say? B, E, and B. Okay. Okay, so back here, I'm writing down what Ryan's group has. It says here, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 45 plus 45 plus 90. It says 180 degrees. And then what he did was to take the ruler and make sure that it was half the pizza and it lies on the straight line. Can you find another two ways to get to this? What other angles add up to this? Are you writing it, April? Each group needs to give me one more addition equation. Tell me what are the angles that add up to D and F. Okay. D, E, and F. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon says she has angle D plus angle E plus angle F. That's also 180 degrees. Anything else? Adrian, have you written it down? Anybody found something else? Sorry? E, A, and D. B. D for dog. Angle A. Come again. Angle A is 45 degrees. Angle E is 75 degrees. A, E, and D. Is this correct? Okay. I'm recording this video to catch up. I'm going to look at it. Have you found out? Is this correct? Sasha says angle A is not correct. Is it correct or not correct? Can you give the calculator and calculate? It says angle E is 45 or 75. 75 angle A is 45 and angle B is 60 degrees. Is it 180 or not? It is? Sasha, it is. Is it on a straight line? A, E, and D. It is. Okay, so now again we move on to our textbook. Which part of our textbook has this pointing out? Half a beta. What does half a beta mean? How do you get 180 degrees? It's a straight line. So which page? Of the textbook that says 180 degrees. Can I share your answer? Which page of the textbook points us to 180 degrees? A property that says 180 degrees. Page 94, thank you. Have you found it? Angles on a straight line. Page 93 or page 94? Angles on a straight line. What do you realize about angles on a straight line? What does it add up to? What does it add up to? What was the instruction I gave you to make 180? What was the activity instruction that I asked you to do? What was the first thing I asked you to do when we start the next activity?
find first thing I did was to ask you to make a whole pizza, right? What's the second task? Make half the pizza. So from half the pizza, what do you realize? So how can anybody tell me from here how to get here? From 360 to 180, how's that possible? Half. So 360 divided by 2, or 360 times half. That's correct. So these two properties can be remembered easily by thinking that from a whole pizza, angles that meet at a point, they will all add up to 360. Angles that are on a straight line, they will add up to 180. How's that possible? It's half the pizza. Now, tell me, if it's a quarter of a pizza, what would be the size of the angle? 90 degrees. How can I get that? 180 divided by 2 or 360 divided by 4. Very good. Can you understand what I'm saying? Now, which angle is a quarter? Which angle here is a quarter? C. 90 degrees. 360 divided by 4. Then what is the 45 degrees? How much of a pizza is that? Huh? Half of 90. So how much of the pizza is 45 degrees? Half of a quarter is 1/8. Very good. Good answer. Okay. So basically 360 divided by 8. Can you think about how you connect all the properties together? Alright. Now, with that, I'm flipping to my textbook, starting with page 141. Can one of you collect the pizza slices and drop it here, please? Thank you. Yes. Sorry? Sorry? No, I'm on my headphone. It's not muted now. Right, I'm on page 141. I will arm myself with a highlighter. By now, you should have a highlighter, at least 1 or 2. Huh? Oh, okay. So these angles at a point, I've skipped the pages. I didn't go in order because of how I want to lead you to remember and learn about angles. So I skipped to page 141, starting with angles at a point. By now, we should have at least 1 or 2 highlighters. If you do not have a highlighter, please get one or come and borrow one from me. So the first property, sum of angles at a point. I'll write it as shortcut. Sum of angles. This is how I write angles at a point. What will be the answer? It will be 360 degrees. So this is the first property of angles I need to be able to remember. And it says here, find the unknown marked angle. Can you see the property in this question? Can you see the pizza slices in this question? Can you see the point? Can you see the point? Can you see the turn that you're supposed to find? This is the pizza slice that you're supposed to find. Is this difficult? This is how I need you to write. Angle A equals to 360 minus 35 degrees. Is it difficult or easy? Easy. What is the answer then? Please do workings to be careful. So because it's a 0 that ends it, there's regrouping that's needed. So I strongly urge you to do your working and make sure you remember your units. Now, not every time is given. This question here, no measurements are given. But do you think you can find? Yes. Very good. Is this okay? Manageable? 360 degrees minus 90 degrees. What would that answer be? Fairly manageable, right? On the next page now. Now, how many pizza slices so far? Just 2. Can you see the 2 pizza slices? Can see enough. One is here and one's the big slice. Can see, right? So, moving on to the more complicated one. How many slices are there here? 3. Do you think you can still find? Yeah. The point is here. D is here. Does it sound like this chapter is comfortable? Quite happy so far? I feel quite happy also, no work problem. Now I can do addition first, then do subtraction, or do subtraction one by one. So up to you, your preference. For example, I may do this, add these 2 up first, so that I'm doing 360 minus 266. Then I do my working to check. Remember to do work regrouping. This is one of the most common mistakes, forgetting to do regrouping. Are you writing? Okay, can? Difficult, manageable? So page 141, 142 homework. Is that okay? So there's 2 questions on this page, B and C. Okay, this is homework. DIY. You think you can confidently do this? As well as on page 141, just 1 question here. This is angles at a point. Can you find the other one on the half pizza? Where is it? Am I going too fast for you? I've got just a minute left. The rest are homework, right? Can manage, right? Now, where's the one on the straight lines? The half a pizza. Which page is that? Of the worksheet. Which page of the worksheet is that half pizza thing? That's fine. 131. 133, sorry. 133. Have you found 133? Last minute, last minute to go. One last minute. So this is angles on a straight line. We covered 2 properties tomorrow. Tomorrow we covered the third property and start with level 2 questions. Then we are almost done with the chapter. Very fast, right? Speedy, fast. Okay, we'll be done by the chapter by next Wednesday. Now, hold on before we go. What is this then? Sum of angles, I'm going to write shortcut, on a straight line. What is the value? 180 degrees. Remember, it was like Kershin say, half of 360, because it's half a pizza, or 360 divided by 2. Now, together with the naming, do you think this is okay? Can you first identify the straight line? I can put my ruler to it, or I can take the protractor on it to check my straight line. This is AOB. That's the straight line. What are the 2 angles? That's the 2 slices. Angle AOC and COB, very good. Or you can say BOC also can. Manageable? Okay. The next one. Can you see the straight line? Do you know why I'm using the highlighter? Yes. Do you think the highlighter can help you? I think you would. And I think you should practice it. Why? Because tomorrow onwards, we are going to start looking at level 2 and 3 questions, and there will be overlaps. Do you see this one? There are multiple angles here. So the use of the highlighter helps to direct your eyes to see certain things that stand out better. Okay? The final question on your own, 133. Is that okay? So today we covered very speedily in 1 hour, 2 properties and 4 workbook pages. Okay? Anybody lost? Not right? Okay, right? If that's okay, you can take your things and go to the next class. If you feel that it's too fast, please go back and catch up the video.